Good morning everyone, it's Mrs. Sylvia here from Casino Library. We have been missing you all so much. We're missing you for story time and craft time. We're missing our ladies at our Create, Make, Share, and we're missing our colouring in group. We're missing all of you. We're going to do a Mother's Day craft today, a really simple quick one for the kids, but it also would suit the adults to have a bit of a play. So what we're using today is some Q-tips, or cotton buds as we might call them. So these have been bundled together. I've got 6 in a bundle and I've kind of put them together so that they form their own little flower. Why? Probably should show you what we're making. We're going to make this Mother's Day card today and it's all done with our Q-tips. Really simple, really easy. If I can do it, you can do it. No worries at all. Okay, so what you'll need is your Q-tips, these ones here. I've got 3 bundles and each bundle has 7 Q-tips in it. Why? Because those of you that come to craft with me know that I love odd numbers. It gives us better balance. And you may not be able to see it, but the Q-tips with 7 actually make their own little flower. Hope you can see that. Alright, so I've got 3 of those bundles of 7. I have a Sharpie pen or a texter in green. I have my paints here, which I've already mixed up. And what else do we need? Oh, we need our cardstock. So I've got a piece of white cardstock that we've cut that is 14 centimeters by 10 centimeters. But you can do this in any size you want. That's just what we're going to use today for our card. So what I've done is I've mixed my paints. Now I've used a ice cream lid. I love that because acrylic paints, when they dry, kind of go plasticky, which means I can peel it off my lid and reuse my lid. Great. So what I have is I have some purple, I have some red, and this colour here, I've mixed some red and white together because I kind of wanted that corally looking colour. So I hope you can see those there. And I've actually added a little bit of water to them just so that, bear with me, just so it's not too thick and we'll get a better image, hopefully, when we make our flowers on our card. So there you go. You don't want it as watery as water paint, but just a bit of water till you're happy with how that looks. Right, let's get started. First of all, we're going to take our piece of cardstock, remember, 14 by 10 centimeters. Take this, I want you to take your green pen, and the first thing we're going to do is draw in some stems for our flowers because I found that was the easiest way for me to get my flowers in the right spot. So I'm going to quickly do that. You do yours and we'll come straight back. Don't worry too much about your lines. Whatever you do is going to look great. Everyone's is going to look different and individual. And mum or grandma or whoever you give it to is going to love it anyway because you made it. I know I love anything that's been handmade. Okay, so there's mine. How did you go? Let's keep moving. We're going to take 1 bundle of Q-tips and I'm going to start with my lighter colour. So I'm going to start with this colour here. And I'm just going to dab my Q-tip in there. See if I can show you. I really need my voice to help me film. So I've got a bit too much on there and I've got some scrap paper laid out to protect my table. So I'm just going to dab a little bit off because if it's too wet it goes all wonky. What I'm going to do is push my Q-tip flower onto my card. Just gently dabbing it. Don't worry if you don't get a full image because we're going to come back over it with another colour. And nothing in nature is perfect, or maybe it is. Maybe it's imperfectly perfect. So I want you to go ahead, and this is really hard to do standing up. There, you can see there. We're just dabbing where we drew our branches or our stems. We're going to add our flowers in. And if you think your paint's getting a bit light on, you can always dab back in. But don't worry, there is more paint on there than you realise. So I'm going to keep going with that. Okay, so trying to hold this with one hand and paint could be interesting, but bear with me. All right, so we just want to add our flowers in. Just by doing that. It's so easy and it's so much fun. All right, I'm going to put the camera down. You're going to keep going. And I'm going to come back in a minute and see how you've gone. Okay, so I'm just going to come back in over the top with my red. Going over the top of all those first ones that we inked up and creating my flowers. So you're just going to do that for each one. Again, you don't have to line them up. You just want to keep going. Alright, so you can see now my flowers are forming. Okay, I'm going to keep going with mine. I'll be back in a minute and we'll see what yours looks like too. Okay, so this is how mine's looking at the moment. Now, if you want to, you can take a single Q-tip, just take one, and you can add some individual dots if you want to fill out any of the areas. But again, remember, it's handmade. Whatever you've done is going to look fabulous. Okay, so now we've added our red to our card. So we've got our red and pink flowers. They're looking really good. So you could leave it like that if you wanted to, but I'm actually going to add in a few little purple flowers down the bottom. So let's just go ahead and just using our buds again. Just putting in some little, could be lavender, could be anything, little purple flowers that we like in our garden. So just do that all along the bottom. So you can do that all along here, and I'll be back with you in a minute. So here we are. We've added in our lovely little purple flowers across the bottom of our card. Just exactly the same way as we created our little flowers up here. So now our card's done and it's ready for us to finish off. I've got a lovely piece of green card here. It's a piece of A4 card cut in half, and then I've just folded it over, and I think the green will just set this off nicely. So we're just going to grab our glue stick and stick that on the front. So let's do that now. And there we have it. Our card's now finished. Now, because I used a dark green base, on the inside I've just added a piece of white cardstock, again 14 centimeters by 10 for you to write on, and I've included a little stamped flower like we created on the front just to make it look pretty. Okay, well, I hope you've had fun with that. We really do miss seeing you here at the library, so feel free to upload your cards in the comments below. Get Mum or Dad to help you with that if you need to. And to all our mums, wishing you a very happy Mother's Day on Sunday. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.